Welcome back, everybody. 3G slabs coming at you. We got a preview PSA submission. This is going to be a 26 card Star Wars submission. It's going to be 25 1977 vintage Star Wars cards and one 2023. So let's have a look here. First up, we got two different stickers. This is the number 39 sticker. Creature of Tatooine. This first one here, I'm thinking it's going to be a PSA 6. All the corners have just a little touch on them, and then it is off just a little bit top to bottom. The second one, it's a little nicer centered. The corners might just have a little touch on them, but I'm hoping this gets a PSA 7. Number 40 sticker. This is Darth Vader. Bottom left corner, I think it has just a little touch. Middle right edge, it might have just like a little dent on it. And then something across the center of the card. So you can kind of see right here, goes all the way across the card. And I think I do notice it on the back too. There you can kind of see it. But we'll see how bad they hammer that. I'm thinking it's probably going to get a PSA 6. And we got the number 22 or 26 sticker, C3PO. I'm thinking maybe just these top corners might be touched. Other than that, it's a really nice card. Hoping for a PSA 7. We got the number 1 sticker, Luke Skywalker. This card's got some condition issues. It's all four corners show a little touch on them. I think there might be like a little fingernail mark or some type of dent right there. Can't really get it to show on camera here. There it is right there. Kind of see it. And then the middle neck area, you can see there's something major going on here. I don't know if something was set on it. That's obviously not supposed to be there. There's no way that's supposed to be there. Anyway, I'm thinking that's probably going to be a PSA 3, and that could see that could get hammered and get all the way down to a 1 or a 2 with that surface issue there. All right, we got two different Luke Skywalker number 1s here. This is the first one, top to bottom and left to right centering. I think this one has some dents in the middle of his chest area here. There's a few dents on it. The corners show a little bit of wear. Other than that, it's got some issues to it. I'm hoping it gets a PSA 3 and maybe a 4 on a good day. Here's the second one. This one's a little better centered top to bottom. Left to right, it's still off. The corners do show some wear. And then I'm not sure, there is something by his cheekbone up here, like a little dent. There you can kind of see it right there. And then I do have questions if there are some other dents and surface wrinkles on the card. Just really minor stuff like that. But still thinking this is going to get a PSA 4. Next up, this is number 57. Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. This is off-centered left to right and top to bottom just a little bit. All four corners have just the slightest little touch on them. I did notice a dent on the middle right side over here. And top left border, if I follow this yellow border all the way up, it goes up into the blue. There's something going on there too, like a little line. I'm thinking this is going to be a PSA 5 and maybe a 6 on a good day. All right, next up we got two different number 207 This is the C3PO Air card. The first one up, it's got tons of issues. This has got corner wear, all four corners show wear, left to right, top to bottom centering, and then just major. It's got dents. You can see here there's lines going all the way across it. We got wrinkles. I'm expecting this to get hopefully a PSA 2. Wouldn't be surprised if it gets a PSA 1. It's rough. Want to get it slabbed anyway. The second one, left to right and top to bottom centering. I think it is a little diamond cut. Three of the corners show a little bit of wear. As you can see, there's a lot of the fisheye print dots all over this one too. We got some there. And there is a dent by the trademark on C3PO right here. You can just barely see it. There it is. There's a dent there. Left of the Star Wars here by that print dot, there's a line. Then I do see there was another one up in this area too. Hoping for a PSA 4 on that one. All right, number 232, The Empire Strikes Back. This is finally a little nicer card. You can see the corners just show the lightest touch, just those top ones up here. Centering's really nice. Good looking card. Hoping for a 9 on this, but I think it'll probably pull an 8. All right, we got 2 of this number 212. A Stormtrooper is blasted. So this one, top to bottom centering. And then there's a dent by the trooper over in here. Right there you can see it. And then there might be like some little wax or something on the surface right up in here. Hoping this gets a PSA 6. Second one of that, left to right, top to bottom centering's off just a little bit. I did notice one dent in the card. Don't remember where that was. I think it's right there. And then it's just got 2 little print dots. Other than that, nice looking card. Expecting this one to get a PSA 8. All right, number 211, Proud Moment for Han and Luke. This one just got a little bit off centering and just some of those fish eyes print dots on it. Other than that, pretty nice card. Hoping for a PSA 8 and maybe a 7 on this one, but I hope it's nice enough to pull a PSA 8. Sharp looking card though. All right, number 255, Luke poses with his weapon. This one's in really nice condition. I'm thinking maybe these right corners just show a little bit. Left corners are looking pretty decent. Maybe that top left. It does have some print defects, as you can see. These are notorious for a lot of those. Other than that, really nice card. Hoping for a PSA 8 or a 9 on this one. Next up, number 253, R2-D2. Bottom right corner on this one. Shows a little bit of wear. Maybe, it just kind of maybe bent back just a little bit. I did see a dent a third of the way down on the right side over here. So right there, you can kind of see it. And then other than that, I think it's in pretty nice shape. We'll see what they do with that dent. I mean, that's probably the biggest defect on this. I'm hoping for a PSA 7 or an 8. All right, number 217. This is the Dark Lord of the Sith. It's a Darth Vader card. This is actually a really nice card. The corners are just maybe just touched. Other than that, it is nice. I have PSA 8 in mind. I could see this maybe pulling a PSA 9. So I have it for an 8 and I'm really hoping for a 9. All right, number 220. I'm going to regret this. This top right corner shows just a little touch. Other than that, it's got a couple of those fish eyes again. Just real minor ones. But it's a good looking card. And I'm giving this one the same grade. I have it down for an 8. And really hoping that this could pull a 9. All right, number 227. Instructing the Rebel pilots. I got this bottom right corner. You can see it just has a touch of a wear. I do have a dent on the middle left. So I think it was just not remembering where this dent I saw was. I have something under Star Wars right here, maybe a dent, and then down here by reserved also I thought there might have been something. This one has a couple fish eyes up on top. Still, I'm ripping this card apart a little bit, but I'm still hoping for maybe a PSA 7 or an 8. All right, number 229. Oh, this is the Tarkin card. Corners, I have just the slightest little touch on them. You can see there. Those two are pretty nice. Top middle border. Looks like it's just got almost like a dent or got bumped or something. And then the edge by Star Wars over here. I think it's right in there. I did see something too. There. I'm hoping to still get a PSA 7 on this one. All right, number 304. This is the Jawas Ready, their new merchandise. I did see a few little minor dents in the middle here. You can start to see a couple of them. There's 1, 2, 3. There might be another one up here. Just some real minor dents on this. Other than that, it's a really nice card. Still hoping to pull a 7. Okay, number 292, the Stormtroopers Assemble. So I have a dent on the right middle. So not really sure where I saw that. Bottom right corner. Maybe might be just bent back a little bit. And then I do have something written down about the bottom left over here, this edge. Right there, I think it is. There might be a little, it's not a dent and it's not a wrinkle. It's just some surface issue there. Still nice card. Hoping for the PSA 7. All right, we got number 289. This is the Rebel Fighters Take Off. This is a really sharp card. The only thing I'm seeing, and I don't know what they're going to do, is you can see this top edge. It does have yellow on it. I don't know if that's from the different series. And they were printed with that or what it is, but you can see that whole top edge has got yellow. Other than that, I really don't see much wrong with it. There might be a dent right there. So I'm still hoping to pull a PSA 9 on that. We'll see. Probably going to get an 8 with that yellow in the dent. All right, number 283. This is the Cantina Musicians. The corners, They might have just the slightest touch on them. And then I have 3 dents in the middle of the card again. So I can see one of them right there. I think there's some minor ones in here though. Hoping for a PSA 8. I don't think I could pull a 9, but I might be able to see it. If those dents, they don't knock it too far down for those dents. Next up, number 279, Awaiting the Imperial Attack. This is probably, I think, the nicest card in the submission from the 77s. I do have down one possible dent in the left middle. And it's right there. You can kind of see it there. Like I said, I think this is the best one in the submission, nicest card. I'm really hoping for a PSA 9. If that dent slips by him, this might be able to pull a 10. I'm not expecting a 10 by any means, but not with that dent there. I think that's going to hold it back. Hopefully it at least pulls the 9. Really nice card. Last card in the submission is going to be a 2023 Topps Chrome Star Wars, number 56. This is General Leia Organa. This is the blue refractor, serial numbered 103 out of 150. This card's pretty nice. I'm not sure if this bottom corner just has the slightest touch. It's, solid black back there, and then maybe this top right too. Other than that, if I hold the card just right, I don't know if it has any. The top edge and bottom edge, I'm not going to be able to probably pick it up here. But if you hold it just right, I don't know if it's like rough cut. There you can start to see it on the bottom. It's not chipped. I think it's just like rough cut. It's the same way on the top. I can't get it to show it on the top. There, I got it. You can kind of see it. Not sure what they're going to do. You look at it straight on, you don't see it. But if you hold it at those angles, you do. I'm still hoping for a PSA 9 or 10 on this. So, that's the submission. We'll see next time we talk. We'll get the reveal. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. 3G slabs coming at you with everybody's favorite time. We have another PSA blind reveal. This will be a 26 card Star Wars blind reveal. So we're going to break this box open, make sure they're in order, and then we'll see what we got. All right, we got this PSA order all in order. I always find it amazing that you have to have these cards in order when you submit them, but PSA does not give them back in that order. Kind of odd. But to start off, we got two of the same 1977 Star Wars number 39 sticker, Creature of Tatooine. First one. As you can see, the centering is off a little bit top to bottom. And all the corners might have just a little touch on them. Overall, still a pretty nice card. I was hoping to pull a PSA 6 on this. And we got a PSA 8. All right. Well, I don't know if I got these two stickers in order or if they're backwards. So I was hoping to get a 6 on one of them. The other one, I thought the centering was a little better on this. And maybe the top corners. Other than that, this is a really nice card. And I was hoping to pull a 7 on this. So I was hoping for a 6 and a 7. And I got the 7 on this one. All right, so I did better on those two. I got a 7, but then I got an 8. So I'm thinking I was one up on each. I think the one I thought was a 7 got an 8. And the one I thought was a 6 was a 7. So we'll take that. Good start. 7 and an 8. All right, we got the number 40 Star Wars Darth Vader sticker. The bottom left corner, I think, showed just the slightest little touch of wear on it. middle right edge might show just a little bit of wear. And then I do have, oh, right here across the center of the card. I don't know what that is. If a roller went across it or what is going on with that. I think they're going to hammer it for that, whatever that's going across the center. I was only hoping on or expecting a PSA 6. And that's what we got. All right, so I figured that line going across the center was going to cost us. All right, next up we got the Star Wars sticker number 26, C-3PO. Pretty decent card. Top corners might have just a little touch on them. Centering pretty decent on the card. That's on the card, or on the case there. Really hoping to pull a PSA 7 out of this one. And we got a PSA 9. Wow. All right. Well, that's a lot nicer than I thought we'd get. Those top corners, I thought maybe they showed just a touch, but they look awful darn sharp there. So I was just a little harder on this one. PSA 9. Great card. All right. Now we got the Luke Skywalker sticker. I thought all four corners just showed a little touch on them, as you can see there. Bottom ones aren't as bad. I thought maybe there was like a fingernail mark or some type of mark up here in the top right. You can just barely see it right there. Not sure what that's from. And then the middle of the neck here, we got something major going on. I don't know what was set on it or going across it. But they're going to just hammer it for that. You can see all that texture look there. I'm only expecting a 3 on this. I wouldn't doubt I get a 2. And we still got a 5 on it. Wow. All right. To me, that feels overgraded. That's a big portion of the card there with those lines or that texture on it. I highly doubt that's supposed to be there. So still got a PSA 5. All right, we got 2 Luke Skywalker number 1s. The first one here, I'm not sure if it has any surface wrinkles. It's just got some weird texture. You can see here it's got a dent or 2. Centering's off left to right. Corners show some wear on them. But it is a Luke Skywalker number 1. Hoping for a PSA 3 or 4. I think it'll probably still pull a 4. And I got a 5. All right. Well, this is going to be like one of my first reveals where I'm kind of off by 1 grade. I'm a little harder on the cards than what it turns out to be. So this one's nicer, and I was expecting a PSA 4 on this one. This one also has a few little surface dents, possibly. Got one right by his cheekbone here. Yep, right here you can see there's one of the dents. I'm expecting a 4, but I'm guessing it's going to grade higher than that. And we got a 6. All right. Well, we might have got a really generous grader here. We'll see how the rest of the submission goes. So we got number 57, Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. Left to right's off just a little bit. Corners show just a little bit of just a touch there. That bottom left is probably the most wear on any of the corners. In this one too, I can see a dent right here. And then up here where the white border runs vertically, you can see something goes all the way through right the card right there up into the blue to the edge. Thinking this might get a 6, but expecting the 5. And we got a 7, so we are like off by 1 on every single grade so far. Darn near. I'm thinking we got a pretty generous grader. We got a C-3PO number 207. This is the air card. This one, the corners all show a little bit of wear. top to bottom centering is off. There are some dents, some heavy surface dents going across the card there. This is pretty rough. It's got like a surface crease there, one up there. I'm expecting a PSA 2, maybe a 1. So I'm expecting I'll probably get a 3. You can see damage there. I'm going to be surprised on this one, I got a feeling. No, PSA 2. Okay, that's as expected from what I saw on that one. So we got that one. And we have one more of that card. This one's nicer. Not a lot nicer. It's off left to right, top to bottom. It might actually have a little diamond cut to it. As you can see, there's some print defects on it. Other than that, the card is pretty decent. You can see right here it's got maybe a little something going on with the surface. I'm only expecting a 4 or 5 on this one. So that means it's probably going to pull a 6. And I was wrong again. We pulled a 7 on this one. Definitely feels overgraded to me. We've graded a few of these cards. I guess we'll take it. PSA 7. All right, we got the Empire Strikes Back, number 232 in the set. This card looked fabulous to me. I'm expecting to pull a PSA 9. I barely saw anything wrong with this. So this was one of the nicest cards I thought in the submission. Hoping for a PSA 9. No way I'm going to get a 10, is there? I mean, I'm off by 1 on every grade. Expecting a PSA 9. And we got an 8. So I actually go the wrong way on the nicest one I thought, or one of the nicest ones in the submission. Kind of a head scratcher here for me on this submission. I think this was one of the nicest cards. It's a grade lower than I think, but everything else that I think is worse condition gets at least a grade higher. All right, we got 2 of this card in the set. Stormtrooper is blasted. First one here. I think it's off a little bit left to right. There's a dent by one of the Stormtroopers right there. And then I don't know if there was like, right there, some wax on the surface. I could have tried to clean that off. I probably should. I didn't really see it till right before I sent it, but I still should have tried to clean that off. Expecting a PSA 6 on this one, and that's what we got. All right, the second one, definitely a little nicer. Centering is off maybe just a little bit. Got down that there was one dent possibly somewhere. Let's see. Oh, right here. It's just the slightest little dent. A couple print dots on it. But overall, pretty nice card. Expecting a PSA 8 on this one. And we get a 4. Okay. PSA 4. The heck did we miss on that it gets a 4? There's a little dent there. Well, this is probably the most confusing order I've ever got back from PSA. I'm going to say that right now. I don't understand what's going on here. So, PSA 4. All right, we got a 1977 proud moment for Han and Luke. The centering's off just a little bit, and it's got a couple print dots. Expecting a PSA 7 or 8. I'm actually expecting the 8 on this card. Well, PSA, what are we doing with this one? We got the 7. All right, so kind of in line with what I anticipated. We got the number 255. Luke poses with his weapon. Something on the case on this one. This one, maybe the right corners just show a touch. It looked pretty decent. It's got a few little print defects on it. Fish eyes. We got one there, one at the bottom there. Overall, a really nice card. Expecting a PSA 8 or 9 on this one. Probably more in line with an 8. It almost looks like there's a dent right there too. So we got the 8. All right. Kind of back on track here with our preview grades. We got number 253, R2D2. Right bottom corner. Might show a little bit. We got a dent right there on the edge. Otherwise, it's a pretty good card. I'm expecting a 7 or an 8 on this one. And we got the 8. All right. Nice card on there. We got number 27, the Dark Lord of the Sith. Not much wrong with this one. This is another one of the nicer ones I thought in the submission. Expecting a PSA 8 or maybe even a 9 on this. Would really love to pull a 9. And we got the 7. All right, so we're actually lower on that one. I was anticipating an 8 on this one and get a 7. All right, well, we'll take it, but kind of still just confused on this order. Number 220, I'm going to regret this. The card's got just a couple fish eyes on it. Got one down here. And then maybe the top right corner up here. Shows just a touch of wear. Still a pretty good card. Hoping for a PSA 8 or a 9 on this one. Oh, this case has got something on it too. Almost in that same spot as the other one. Anticipating the 8. So if that's like the last one, I'm going to get a 7. And I got the 8. All right. We'll take that. Next up, number 227. Instructing the Rebel pilots. On this one, we got a line here under the Star Wars. Couple fish eyes on the card. Still a pretty decent card. Expecting a PSA 7 or 8 on this one. And we got the 8. All right. Nice card. Next up, we got number 229. This is Grand Moff Tarkin. Pretty sharp card. Expecting a PSA 7 on this one. This top corner up here might show just a little touch, and it does. Pretty decent card though. Expecting a 7. And we got the 8. All right, so we're kind of back on track with being undergraded a little bit here with our preview grades. Next up, number 304. The Jawas ready their new merchandise. And then this one, I got just some minor dents on it. Looks like there's one right there. Maybe a dent up here. Pretty decent looking card. Expecting a PSA 7 on this one. And we're going to get a 9. All right. We're back to getting over what I thought. So, nice looking card. All right. Let's keep her going. We got number 292. Stormtroopers Assemble. I'm thinking the bottom right corner down here might have had just the slightest little touch to it. Rest of the corners are pretty nice. Centering looks pretty good. Did have down a couple small dents. PSA doesn't seem to be hammering us for these dents because that's where I've been taking most of my pre-grades down is getting hit for those. I'm only expecting a 7 on this, so I'm guessing I'm going to pull an 8. And I get a 5. Oh, gosh. I am just dumbfounded again with this submission. I don't know what's going on. There is no reason to pull a 5 on this card. I'll have to really look it over. Post submission. Wow. All right, PSA 5. Let's keep this going. Next up, we got number 289. We got something going on with the top edge I have. Maybe right up in here. And then I have a dent also on the back. I'm not seeing it right now. Both things were very minor. This was another one of the nicer cards in the submission. I was hoping for a 9 on this. Lord only knows what we're going to pull on this one. And we got the 9. Okay. That was just one of the sharp cards in the set. Or in the submission, I should say. Sorry. 3 cards left. We got number 283 in the set. The Cantina Musicians. This is another really nice card in the set. Or in the submission. Probably one of the nicer ones. I do have down 3 little dents. Maybe. Looks like there's a couple of them right there. Still really nice. Hoping for a PSA 8 or 9. Expecting an 8 on this one because of the dents. And that's what we got. Alright. I just don't understand how I can be so far off on a couple of these or what I missed. Alright, second to last card. I think this one probably was the best in the submission. I have 1 little dent possibly in the card. Other than that, top to bottom, left to right, just a sharp looking card. I think my possible dent might have been right in here. I'm anticipating a 9. Nicest one in the set. I'm sure there's no way I'll get a 10. So since I thought this was the nicest, show me the 7 or 8. And it got the 9. All right. So we're on with that one. All right. Nice card. We're going to end it off with a 2023 Topps Chrome number 56. This is the Blue Refractor, serial numbered 103 out of 150. Pretty nice card on the front. The back, I think there might be some minor chipping in the black. If you hold the card straight on, you don't see any of it, but if you start tipping it along this bottom edge and top edge, it almost looks like there could be some chipping. Don't know if they're going to get us for that or not. I'm still expecting a 9 or a 10 on this one. Let's end it off with a 10. Princess Leia. And we got it. All right, that's a sweet looking card. All right, recapping this one. We got some grades that were anticipated and a lot of grades that were definitely off. Some head scratchers both ways, better than anticipated and worse than anticipated. So I'm going to really go back and look at these. Pretty happy with the submission overall, though. I still think PSA is probably doing a pretty decent job. My other submissions that I just got back were almost all right on. This is my first real head scratcher on some. But we'll keep plugging away. Thank you all for watching. Have a great one.